Welcome to your weekly technology segment from the NASDAQ market site. Earnings reports dominated the agenda in the tech sector this week. There were some disappointing results out from the tech giants as the week came to a close. Now, the results reflected trends that we have been seeing in the tech space. Next week brings more quarterly results, and some of the names that will be closely watched include Apple, Facebook, Netflix, Zynga, and Amazon. And Always On's 10th annual Silicon Valley Innovation Summit will be taking place next week, starting on Tuesday, July 23rd to Wednesday, July 24th. The annual gathering will be held at the Computer History Museum in Mountain View, California. Now moving on to updates on the domestic NSA spying program. The PRISM program was publicly revealed by the former NSA contractor Edward Snowden. The program raised some serious questions about privacy. Now earlier this week, some major tech companies and civil liberties organizations called for greater transparency. The alliance of major companies included Apple, Facebook, Google, Twitter, AOL, Yahoo, and Microsoft. Nonprofit and trade organizations as well as investors wrote a letter to President Obama and lawmakers. The ACLU and Electronic Frontier Foundation also signed the letter. The companies are asking for permission to disclose details about data requests they receive under legal statutes. Now, they ask to report the number of government requests for user information, as well as the number of accounts, devices, and individuals for which information is requested. And they also seek to reveal the number of requests according to the type of information being requested. U.S. telecommunications companies AT&T and Verizon were not part of the group that signed the letter. The coalition also called for the government to issue a transparency report. Meanwhile, the NSA is taking steps to ensure that there are no repeat cases of an Edward Snowden type of security breach. Now, the agency implemented a two-man rule. Now, access to sensitive intelligence will require at least two people, and the rule will also apply to locked server rooms and anywhere the elevated clearance level applies. Other future plans to guard NSA intelligence will include encryption of documents and ease back on the number of people who have access to sensitive materials. We all know that there is a fine line between consumer privacy and national security. It does go without saying that sensitive intelligence needs to be safeguarded, but at the same time, transparency must be in place to ensure that abuses do not take place. There are currently lawsuits that allege that the amendment rights of many Americans were violated when personal records were accessed. By the end of the week, Robert S. Litt, the General Counsel for the Director of National Intelligence, defended the NSA programs. That does wrap it up for a weekly technology segment from the NASDAQ market site. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend.